Okay, today we're going to learn about systems of equations. A system is a set of things working together. How can you solve a system of equations by graphing? Well, you're going to graph both equations, and you're going to find the ordered pair at the point where the graphs of the equations intersect. So we're looking for when they intersect. Why does an intersection of the two lines represent the solution of the system? A point that is on both lines, intersection point, makes both of the equations true. So when we graph these two equations, we're going to look and see where they intersect. Okay, so where they intersect is going to be the answer. All right, so our first example, Keisha and her friends visit the concession stand at a football game. The stand charges $2 for a hot dog and $1 for a drink. Their friends buy a total of 8 items for $11. Tell how many hot dogs and how many drinks they bought. We're going to let X represent the number of hot dogs. So on our graph here, X is the hot dogs. And Y represents the drinks they bought. So on our graph here, Y is the drinks. So what does X represent? It's the hot dogs. What does Y represent? It's the drinks. Okay, so we have to find the solution of these two equations, and it's where they intersect. Okay, where they intersect. And where they intersect, I have an X value of 3. And I have a Y value of 5. So if I put that together, I get an ordered pair of 3, 5. Okay, because this is my X value, this is my Y value. So look at the graph where they intersect is 3, 5. What does this mean in relation to the problem? Keisha and her friends bought 3 hot dogs, because that's my X, and 5 drinks. So that's the 8 things that they bought. Tell how many hot dogs and how many drinks they bought. Well, the answer is that intersection right there. Okay, our second example. During school vacation, Marquise wants to go bowling and play laser tag. He wants to play 6 total games, but needs to figure out how many of each he can play if he spends exactly $20. Each game of bowling is $2, and each game of laser tag is $4. We're going to let X represent the number of games he spends bowling, and we're going to let Y represent the number of games for laser tag. So over on our graph, X is bowling, Y is laser tag. Okay, so these are the two equations we're going to graph to get our solution. So Y equals negative X plus 6. So this is my slope is negative 1, because if there's not a number there, it's 1. So it's going to be negative 1 over 1, because I'm going to make it a fraction. And my y-intercept is 6. I'm going to start at 6. So right here on my y-axis, I start at 6. And then I'm going to count down 1 and to the right 1. Down 1 to the right 1. Down 1 to the right 1. Okay, and that's going to make my line. All right, then I'm going to graph the other equation. I'm going to graph negative 1/2, that's my slope, and my y-intercept is 5. So on the y-axis, I'm going to go to 5, that's my y-intercept, and I'm going to count down 1 and to the right 2, down 1 to the right 2, down 1 to the right 2. I'm going to draw my line. Well, pretend it's straight. All right, where they intersect is right here. Okay, so my ordered pair 2, 4. That's where they intersect, is 2, 4. So what does X represent in this problem? That's the number of games bowling. And what does my y represent? That's laser tag. So what x value is a solution? It's where they intersect. So x is 2, y is 4. And when I put that together, my ordered pair is 2, 4. And in this problem, that means that Marquise bowled 2 games and played 4 games of laser tag. Okay, so you can do all of that for the $20, and that's the 6 games that he played. 2 plus 4 is 6. All right, so I'm breaking this problem down like this because you may be asked, what's the x value that makes it true? What's the y value that makes it true? What's the ordered pair that makes it true? Or in the situation of the problem, what happened? So any of these could be answers. Okay, so your assignment today starts off looking the same. Okay, you're going to tell me what's the x, what's the y, the ordered pair. All right, and then you're going to move into right here on this page here, you're going to graph them. You're going to graph the 2 equations, and you're going to fill out the table of contents. Now, the way to fill out the table of contents is to use the calculator, and you're going to put this whole equation into y equal, and then you'll hit second and graph, and that will give you the information to fill out the table. Then using the table, you can plot your points, okay? And then you'll move into just finding the solution here. The solution is where it intersects. So what ordered pair? When these 2 lines intersect, that's going to give me an x of 4 and a y of -3. That's all you're doing on this page. All right, and then you're going to move into some word problems, and you'll just read the word problems. It might ask you for the ordered pair. It might ask you for what makes it true. Okay, so that is going to be your assignment today. Solving for systems of equations.